want to end the stream, guys. I just want to play all night, but I have to go to fucking work tomorrow. Ugh. Sucks, man. Okay. Back to the sub-stories. Hey, did you see the news? They're making a Yakuza Sunset 4.
Oh?
Wonder if this one will be any good. Sunset 3 cut out all the best parts, you know? Well, that's what happens when you change directors. 1 and 2 were so perfect. How could they hope to top them? Oh, they're talking about movies. Yakuza Sunset. That's probably a reference to something that I can't think of. Beats me, but hey, they're filming this next one right here in Sotenbori. I saw them scouting over by Bishamon Bridge. You serious? Come on, let's try and make it in as extras. I'm ready for my big screen debut. Wouldn't be much of a debut if you're on screen for 2 seconds without a single line of dialogue. Sounds like they're shooting a Yakuza movie around here. I guess the locale works. Yakuza Sunset. Kiryu has some acting experience under his belt. Okay, Bishamon Bridge. Let's go. Was the music always this sad sounding? Is it because of where we're at in the story? Or is it just always like that? And we put some Yakuza in your Yakuza. Kiryu gets stabbed in the stomach, and then he stabs people in the stomach. Alright, here's the bridge. Might as well see what we picked up here. Silver plate. Sweet. Agility tome. Sweet. Pliers. Oh! The infamous pliers. Oh, man. I don't know about this. Thinking those are pretty brutal. Oh, man. Oh, sorry about that. No, it was my fault. I can't seem to do anything right.
Boy.
Wait, you dropped something. Guess I'll go track him down. Yakuza Sunset 4. Isn't this the script to the movie those kids were talking about? If the movie is still in production, this must be pretty important. I better track the guy down. Looked like he was heading up to Sotenbori Street. No, there we go. We made it. We made it. I think that's the guy who dropped the Yakuza Sunset 4 script. I better get this back to him. Can we read it? Actually, I do have something in my inventory I need to read. The agility tome. Here we go. Someone wants to fight me. Okay. Duly noted. Hey, aren't you the guy I bumped into on the bridge? No, I was the one not paying attention. But I'm glad I found you. You dropped this. Don't worry. I didn't read... Oh, don't worry. I didn't read it. Wow, you really tracked me down to give this back? Means a lot. I feel like this Yakuza Sunset thing has a lot of people talking. You must be a pretty big fan. Well, I used to be. Nowadays, I don't know how I feel about it. What do you mean?
Nani?
We got a nani! Wait, you're not a fan, but the director of the Yakuza Sunset movies? Well, why else would he have a script? Why would a fan have a script, Kiryu? Use your brain. That's right, though I've only actually been responsible for one of them so far. Oh, Yakuza Sunset 3, the one everyone hated. My name's Sugano. Kiryu. As you might have suspected, those pages are actually the script for Yakuza Sunset 4, Kiryu-san. We're planning on using Bishamon Bridge in the film, so I went ahead to scout it out a bit. I see. You seem pretty down about all this, Sugano-san. What's really the problem? It's this whole film. I have no idea how to proceed with it. I feel like I've lost my vision. What do you mean? Every day on the set of Sunset 3 was like a dream. I loved it. I'd even stay up all night editing the reels. Everything seemed perfect. Up until the movie debuted, it was like I'd woken up from my dream to a real-life nightmare. Every forum on the net was in an uproar, talking about how Sunset 3 was a disgrace to the franchise. They were calling for me to step down, or worse. Oh man, I really feel for this guy. I bet he got death threats because people in real life have gotten death threats for way less. Like, ridiculous. Like, oh, you voiced a character that I didn't like in the game, so I'm gonna send you a death threat. Like, what? What? Excuse you? I didn't like how you wrote the, you know, did this or that in your show, so go die. I'm gonna come kill you and your family. Hello, what? I don't know why that happens so often, but it's really sad. The internet sounds like a cruel place. Yes, Kiryu, stay away from the internet. You're not ready. You're too pure. Stick to the streets, Kiryu. Stick to the streets. The worst part was, once I calmed down and rewatched it, I agreed with them. I don't know that I deserve to direct another one. I gave it my best effort, but that just wasn't good enough. I couldn't capture the magic of the old sunsets. And it's got me thinking, if all I'm going to do is drag the series through the mud, maybe I should step down. That's another thing. He fell victim to like all the hype that everyone had for the third movie. Well, at least that explains what's got you so down. If you don't mind my asking, how'd you end up in the director's chair for the movie? And what happened to the original director? He retired to some far-off corner of the earth. No one even knows where. But with the fan base Sunset has, the film company couldn't just let it die, so they chose me to head it up. I was a huge fan, but I found out the hard way that loving a movie as a fan and making one yourself are very different things. I knew it'd be a challenge to live up to the expectations and the hype, but I didn't expect to get eviscerated for my best efforts. If only I could replicate the way the old director did things, but none of this is your problem, Kiryu-san. Sorry for talking your ear off with this sob story. It's okay. I hope having someone to lend an ear helped. Well, the show must go on. I'll see you around, Kiryu-san. Oh, I feel really sorry for this guy. The poor guy is really struggling. Next time I'm at a video store, maybe I'll check out Yakuza Sunset 3. Let's watch Yakuza Sunset 3. Let's see just how bad it is. Alright, let's see if Yakuza Sunset 3 is really as bad as Sugano says. It couldn't be, right? Oh, I bet it could. It's about a Yakuza who betrays his clan to protect the woman he loves. Admirable. The characters are actually pretty fleshed out, too. Not only that, but the actors did a great job of bringing them to life. Can't complain about the music, either. It really heightens the tension. But there's something off about the action. It's supposed to be a Yakuza movie, but the fights don't feel extreme enough. It's just about over. The protagonist finally defeated the clan and is about to elope with the woman he loves. But as he's leaving the HQ, he gets stabbed in the back by a clan member he had raised like his own son. The last shot is his lover waiting at the station for her sweetheart to show up. But he never does. Oh, Kiryu. Well, I finished the movie. Maybe if I head back to Sigil, I'll run into Sugano again. Maybe I can help him out now that I've seen his work. So basically, he just needs some intense, extreme fight scenes. And that happens to be Kiryu's specialty. I think we can help this guy out. Okay, where's this place? Over here. No, 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 no. I ain't no fighting right now. No fighting. Oh. Where is he? Damn, Sugano's not here. Hey, aren't you one of the guys who was in here babbling about movies earlier? Hmm? I eat, sleep, and breathe the silver screen. You want to talk a little shop? Sure, let's talk. Sure, I like movies as much as the next guy. Great, go on and pull up a stool. Name's Fukatsu. Only thing that makes throwing back drinks better is getting to talk movies while you do it. I wonder if this guy is the director of the first two movies. Who wants to bet? I'm Kiryu. I actually watched Yakuza Sunset 3 recently. Are you familiar with it? Ho ho! I remember lining up for that one when it first hit theaters. Remind me again what it's about, though? Maybe he's not. I don't know. A Yakuza who fights for the woman he loves. A young girl who swaps bodies with the Yakuza. Oh, I'd watch that one. A Yakuza who fights off a colossal monster. It's about an Admiral Yakuza who betrays his clan to protect the woman he loves. The characters were so realistic, I couldn't help but get drawn in by it. You got that right. Characters can really make or break a flick like that. And if you ask me, the characters are what gave Sunset 3 its charm. The last scene is what sealed it, though. The poor woman waiting at the station. That was a piece of art. Hey, why are you acting like you didn't remember what it was and now you remember it? Yeah, the ending really left an impression on me, too. There's just something about a bittersweet ending that strikes the right chord. Sounds as if you liked it. But if you had to give it a score, what would you rate it on a 10-point scale? I definitely liked it, but I wouldn't say it was perfect. Something felt off about it. Oh yeah? And what was that? The action was subpar. It just felt like there was something missing. This was supposed to be a Yakuza movie, but there was no impact, no thrill of the clash. Beyond that, the Yakuza themselves felt kind of forced, like the director didn't know how Yakuza were supposed to act. Oh, I was thinking the same thing. Wasn't a single fight scene that felt like it had the oomph it oughta. None of that bone-crunching satisfaction. Real shame, too. Best parts of Sunset 1 and 2 were the elaborate action sequences in authentic feeling Yakuza setting. I'd bet that's why 3 flopped. You know, I actually had the chance to talk to Sugano, the director. That's the only reason I watched Sunset 3 at all. Interesting. He was depressed because his movie wasn't received as well as Sunset 1 or 2. He even considered quitting over the fan response. Must be young if he's having trouble taking criticism like that. Don't blame him though. It's tough taking over on someone else's work. And sure, Sunset 3 was rough, but it had some real emotional moments. First 2 in the series had them too, but nothing on that level. The old director was good at covering up his flaws, but he didn't have much of an eye for real human drama. Rumor has it, he actually pushed for the studio to bring Sugano back for Sunset 4. That's how much he liked the third. Huh. If you want my opinion, I think Sugano's got a long career ahead of him. Just has to mature a bit, get some experience under his belt. Sounds like you know a lot about this. You must really love the film industry. You got that right. More than that, I love talking about common interests over a nice glass of whiskey. Anyways, I'm gonna go catch some fresh air and maybe teeter on home. Good talking to you, Kiryu-san. Likewise, Fukatsu. Kiryu-san! What the? Sugano, how long have you been there? Since you and that old man started talking about Sunset 3. That was the whole conversation. I saw you sitting there when I came back from taking a leak, but I figured I'd wait until you were done talking to approach. Honestly, Kiryu-san, it means a lot to know that you watched my movie, and it's nice to hear such frank, honest opinions. As you know, I've been thinking about stepping down as the Sunset 4 director. Nothing about this has been easy on me. But I've changed my mind. I can't quit. I want to address the flaws of Sunset 3 and make sure the 4th entry in the series is the best ever. But I don't have much knowledge of Yakuza life or of fighting. I need to experience these things firsthand if I want to exceed. Yeah, you've got to... Wait, no, don't do that. Maybe I'll go join the Omi Alliance. They should be able to educate me on Yakuza life. Think they'll hold tryouts anytime soon? I don't think you want to join the Omi Alliance right now. There's all kinds of fucked up shit going on over there.
Yeah.
Hold on. This isn't the type of situation where you really want first-hand experience. But how else can I learn enough to make a film that delivers on an authentic Yakuza experience? Fine. I can teach you. I'm sure I know enough about the Yakuza to make an authentic film about it. Wait. You're not one of them. Are you Kiryu-san? Of course not. I'm just a civilian. Calm down. Oh. What a shame. Just a fanboy then? Can't blame you there. Everyone romanticizes the Yakuza. Anyway, in that case, can I ask you to stop by the office I'm leasing for Yakuza Sunset 4 so we can talk? Sure, let's talk. Yeah, let's go. Oh, thank you, Kiryu-san. Right this way. Man, this is longer than I thought it was going to be. But that's okay. This is your office? I was expecting something a little more cinematic. Sorry to disappoint. The props are all stored on the studio lot. And since I'm only here for the shoot, there's not much point in getting cozy. I guess that makes sense. Now, let's get right to it. Are you ready? Ready as I'll ever be. Then let me see. First, I'd like you to play the part of a regular clan member greeting the patriarch's son who's just come home. There's not much reference material on this kind of clan relationship. I have no idea how it's supposed to go. Oh, and the son is coming home from elementary school. Just do whatever you think is natural. This reminds me of how I used to treat Daigo when he was a kid in the Dojima family office. Shouldn't be too hard. Got it. Okay, now imagine the son is walking in through that door in front of you. And action! I just have to have a little bit of fun with this, okay? Just a little bit. Welcome home, master. Cut! Cut, cut, cut! Kiryu-san, what are you doing? This is the patriarch's son you're talking to, not some sleazeball in a maid cafe. Oh, sorry. Guess I got a little confused there. I'll do it better this time. I hope so. Just imagine the son walking in through that door, okay? And action! Alright, let me try again. Welcome back, young master. Oh. And cut! That was great, Kiryu-san. You made sure to treat him with the reverence deserving of the patriarch's son. He might be just a kid, but he's an important kid. That's right. Reminds me of when Daigo was still young, dragging me all around Kamurocho. Who's Daigo? Never mind. What's next? The second scene is the crown jewel of every Yakuza film, one where the hero takes responsibility for a mistake he's made. Just a prop, right? True, the fans would never stop complaining if this scene was absent or got treated the wrong way. This stuff isn't really up my alley, so I'll need your help here as well. After all, I only ever directed comedies before this. Comedy? There's no place for comedy in a Yakuza story. Okay, wait. Oh my, this game... The game's making fun of itself. Too self-aware, too self-aware. Oh, I love that line. That's like my favorite line in the whole game. There's no place for comedy in a Yakuza story. No place at all. Okay, Kiryu. All right, whatever you say. Now, let me set the scene here. You, a captain, are going to say something to the patriarch, then cut your pinky off to make up for a mistake your underling made. Sounds pretty heavy. Yes, that's the point. Now let's see what you've got. Now then, action! Okay, we'll do this. We'll do a silly answer first before we do the proper one. Begone, Pinky! Oh god. Begone, Pinky! Huh? Cut! Cut, cut, cut!
Cool.
Huh? He's like, what? I was having fun. Look at him. You've been working, Cecil? I hope you've been enjoying your lurk. It's been a crazy stream so far. I hope you've been able to catch a lot of it. Everything's wrong. Is that really something you'd say in that situation, Kiryu-san? Yeah, you're right. Sorry. It must have just slipped out when I saw my finger lying there on the cutting board. I understand it's a difficult emotion to capture, but we're going to have to retake that. Now, let's try it again. Remember, you're showing your patriarch how sorry you are for a mistake your underling made. And action! Okay. Let's be serious now. I failed you, patriarch. Patriarch. I failed you. Failed myself. Failed the clan. And now, I'm going to show you how a man atones for his actions. Oh. And cut! Kiryu-san, that was incredible. I could have sworn you were really going through with it. What if he accidentally... Well, I can guess how it would look in real life. You know, you performed with such realism today. You'd tell me if you were really in one of those families, right? Kidding. I'm sure you're just a big fan. Don't worry. It was just a joke. Next up will be an action sequence where you have a showdown against what? Enough yapping!
Cool.
Who are you? That's what we should be asking the two of you. This is our meeting place. What do you think you're doing here? Don't be ridiculous. I went through a real estate agency and rented this office out. I can show you the contract. Hold on. You look familiar. I know. This fool's the guy directing Yakuza Sunset now. I seen him on TV. Wait, this asshole made Yakuza Sunset 3? The one with a critic score that practically went fucking negative? What a joke. Look, why don't you take your buddy here and get lost, you pathetic loser? Or we'll do the whole industry a favor and make sure you never release another thing. Hey, Sugano, you wanted to see a fight scene next, right? Huh? Take notes. I'm about to give you all the reference material you could ever need. Oh!
Huh?
You had your chance. Now you're gonna get a beat down. Die! Sugano? Let me show you all my moves. You might want to stand back. Oh, shit. I fucking love this. Stand back and watch. I'm gonna give you all the reference material you need. Kiryu has a lot of frustration he needs to take out. You know? How was that? This guy's a freaking monster. I don't want to die. If you three ever show your faces around here again, I'll make sure that's exactly what happens. Got it? Yes, we're real sorry. You okay, Sugano? Yeah, you saved my life, Kiryu-san. But more importantly, I learned a ton. You were like a beast unchained. That kind of raw fury is exactly what Yakuza Sunset 3 was missing. I've been swimming in such a sea of doubt lately. It's been impossible to make any progress on Yakuza Sunset 4. What if critics pan the movie? What if I let my fans down again? What if the old director Fukatsu doesn't like it? Wait, Fukatsu? The old man at the bar? I had a hunch. I had a hunch too! But this has been such an eye-opening experience, and it's all thanks to you, Kiryu-san. I'm going to look over that script with a fresh pair of eyes and get this film rolling. I think I have what it takes to make the series shine, just like Fukatsu did. I have faith in you too, Sugano. But listen, I don't think you should strive to emulate Fukatsu's style, or even his success. Huh? There are things you bring to the table that even he didn't accomplish. The raw emotion you captured in your last film was second to none. You need to make the movie you want to make. If the fans can feel a combination of your attention to detail and your passion, they'll love it. As for me, I can't wait to see Sunset 4. I'll put my heart into it, I promise. Let me thank you, Kiryu-san, for everything you've done for me. Bloody binding. Wow, thanks. Thanks, I'll cherish it always. Why the fuck does he have that? Looks like Yakuza Sunset 4 is gonna be just fine, especially with the dragon of Dojima in a supervising role. So you knew all along, Fukatsu? More or less. And for the record, I never lied to you. I'm nothing more than an old movie buff now. I suppose you got me there. Really though, I gotta thank you, Kiryu-san. Sugano's gonna be the pride and joy of the film industry someday. Believe you me. You did the world a service not letting him fall flat on his face again. I didn't do much. I just don't like to see people lose faith in their talent. Ah. Say, how about we go see Sunset 4 together when it comes out? We can get a discount if you pretend to be my son. Hey, come on. I think Sunset 4 is going to deserve the full price of admission. Ah, don't get all high and mighty on me. Careful, or I'll spoil the ending for you. It's a pretty juvenile threat, wouldn't you say? The secret to staying creative is staying young at heart. Is that so? It sure is, my boy. It sure is. As they walk off into the sunset. Would be nice if it was actually dusk, but yeah, it works. Okay. All right, we did go a little bit over time, but not too bad. We're in chapter 12. We have one more sub-story available to us and some cabaret that we're gonna do tomorrow. What the hell's going on here? Hey, put that knife down. Leave me alone. I'm gonna run this bastard through and ain't nobody stopping me. Let's see what you got, bitch. Stolen. Hey, Nobody's stabbing anyone today. Just calm down and let's talk about it. None of your goddamn business. Guess you don't got it in ya. What's going on here? Fuck if I know. Lady just runs up to me out of nowhere yelling about how she's gonna kill me. Bet she poured all her cash into a host club and now she's taking it out on the first host she finds. Anyhow, I got a jet. Be careful, you hear? He's like, I'm gonna leave this crazy bitch with you. Are you okay? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Why don't you tell me what's going on? Okay, my name's Yuriko. I got a sister, much younger than me, Miki. Up until last year, she was working here in Sotenbori. But she got scammed. Those horrible men took everything she had. But not even that was enough for them. One day, they kidnapped her, locked her up, abused her, kept her in a cage like some kind of wild dog. It's been a whole year since then, and the cops haven't lifted a damn finger. I finally figured out who has her, though. That bastard is one of them. When I saw him, I couldn't hold it back anymore. I was gonna use this knife and get back at him for what he did, but I couldn't muster the courage. That was the right choice. Killing that man won't find your sister any faster. There are smarter ways to go about that. What's your name? It's Kiryu. You're right, Kiryu-san. Stabbing him ain't gonna bring Miki back. This is kinda a long shot, but have you ever seen Miki before? She looks like this. Well?
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't say I have. Right. Of course you haven't. Miki and we lost our parents years ago. She's the only family I got left. I want to help her, but there's nothing I can do. The cops ignore me. People don't take me seriously. Hell, I don't even have the guts to stab one of the bastards who took her. Kiryu-san, I know this is crazy for me to be asking this, but do you think you can help find Miki for me? I'll do anything you want if you manage to find her. Just, please, save my sister. I'm begging you, Kiryu-san. Sorry, busy right now. Good luck. No. Sure, sounds good. If it means making sure you don't end up a murderer, then I'll help as best I can. Oh, Kiryu-san, thank you so much. Let's talk details. You said you have info on the guys who kidnapped Miki, right? What do you know? I have pictures. Here. The first one's a host. Name's Yagi. He's the guy who was just here. He makes his money by targeting lonely single ladies. This guy is the absolute scum of the earth. The second photo's a man named Kajiwara, realtor. At least that's what he calls himself. More like a land shark if you ask me. Folks around here despise him. As for the last photo, goes by Kojima. Ain't nobody sure if that's really his real name though. Guy's impossible to pin down. If I had to guess, I'd say he's the one running the whole operation. He looks like a regular old businessman on the outside, but somehow he's one of the richest men in the country. No way is he getting all that through legal means. These are the guys who got Miki. I'm sure of it. Okay, I'll see what I can find out. You got a real heart of gold, Kiryu-san. I can't find the words to tell you how much this means to me. The first guy, Yagi, is working in a club over on East Shofukucho Street. I'm counting on you, Kiryu-san. That's him, Yagi, one of the guys who kidnapped Miki. Hey, I remember you. That bitch cool off yet? She was out of her freaking mind, let me tell ya. Do you know this girl? That's... I mean, I've never seen her before. Might have been one of my customers over at the club, but you can't expect me to remember every chick who sets foot in there, can ya? Strange. I met someone who claims you conned her. Oh, yeah? Bring him here. Ain't nobody supposed to know about that. So you do know her. Where is she? No fucking clue. I was just doing what Kajiwara asked when I nabbed her. Girl could be anywhere by now. Last memory I got is tying her up and having some fun. Girl's got a great pair on her, believe me. Oh, what the fuck? Anyways, I don't know how you're connected to all this, but it looks like I'm gonna have to shut you up for good. Get ready to die. No. You disgusting piece of shit. Eat my fucking grass, bitch. Yeah. That's right. Get fucked by my vegetation. Hey, Beck, what's up? How are you doing?
Boy.
Tell me where Kajiwara is. I don't freaking know. Best guess he'd be at he's at the golf center. Guy's always got his clubs on him. Good. If you don't want to deal with me again, then I suggest you relocate. Scum like you don't belong on the streets. Bye, grass-eating bitch. That must be Kajiwara, the second man involved in Miki's kidnapping. So we gotta talk to this guy, not that guy. Huh? What are you looking at? Huh? You better clear out if you don't want to take a club to the fucking face. Do you know this girl? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Cut to the chase. Sure, I know her. What? You one of her old flings coming back for another pop? She ain't nothing to me now. Now get lost. I'm trying to golf here. Sorry, but you're not getting rid of me that easy. I need to find the girl. Look, I don't know who you are, but I don't got her anymore. Sold the bitch to the highest bidder. You mean Kojima? Where is he? Just where the fuck did you get that name? Don't got a clue where he is. Now that I'm thinking about it though, maybe I didn't sell the girl. Might have just tossed her out with the other trash. Who knows? Now go on and get lost. Gorillas like you can't play golf. If anyone doesn't belong here, it's you. Golf is a gentleman's sport, and you're anything but. You're trying to pick a fight, asshole? Fine by me. I was just looking to give my new club a test run. Why don't we challenge him to a game of golf? Okay. Ooh. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about those pliers, man. That's kind of brutal for me. Pulling teeth and shit? Ooh. Ah! As a person who has recurring nightmares about my teeth, like, getting loose and falling out, I'm not a fan of that. This was all Kojima-san's idea. He's been barking out orders behind the scenes. I'm nothing compared to him. Just don't hurt me again. Just don't hurt me, man. Hey, you still have a bunch of teeth I need to get out of there. Then talk. Where is he? Just a sec. Let me give him a call. Kojima-san? Yeah, it's me. Sorry. Ran into a bit of trouble. Huh? Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay, if you say so. He said he wants to see you. Where? Midoriyama building, West Shofukucho, second floor. Okay, let's sneak out of here. Because clearly this is more important than finding Haruka and her kidnappers. Right? This is the place. Kajiwara said Kojima would be inside. Oh, okay. We're here. Looks a little bit sketchy, not gonna lie. You must be Kojima. Where's Miki? Why? What's your angle? You looking for some fun? I'm the one asking questions here. Now tell me where Miki is. Doesn't matter. You're a dead man. Can't let you keep snooping around. Pays too good to have you ruin it all. Really? Then you should have brought more than 3 guys. Don't take that tone with me. You're done for. Nobody will ever find your body. Let's go. They never learn. They never fucking learn. Now, not only are you gonna get, like, your ass beat, but your whole office is gonna be destroyed. It's just how it goes. Regin Dragon? Oh, one. Am I saying that right? Welcome in. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome to the Bunny Brigade. I want to swing him around. Ah. You're just flying everywhere. Boom! They're not getting back their deposit. No, they're not. Tell me where Miki is. All right, just don't kill me, please. Start talking then. Booth number 5, over at Gandara. That's where we locked her up. Got it. Stay out of my way. Damn, they have her locked up? That's fucked up, man. Where's she at? Down here. Let's go. We gotta get our girl. What if the twist is like she wants to be there or something? Okay. Oh boy. Alright, I'm looking for a girl. Where's booth 5? It's all the way in the back, sir. But... No buts. You're taking me back there. Sir, that booth is rented out. You can't. Oh god, what are we gonna find? I'm afraid. Miki, so you're one of Kojima's men? No, he was just paying me to watch over this here lady. Had no idea what he was keeping her here for. Well, then fuck you. Oh yeah, I'm just, I'm not a bad guy. This other guy wants to keep her here against her will. She's clearly distressed, but it's not my idea, man. I just work here. I don't ask questions. He gave me money. Please, I didn't do nothing wrong. Here, I'll give you everything I got from him. Okay, I'll take it, but I don't want money. Like, I just want to beat your ass now, honestly.
Oi.
Miki, are you okay? She doesn't look hurt, but I can't imagine what she's going through. I should get her back to Yuriko. Damn, this is some serious shit, man. The sub-stories are supposed to be funny. This is just depressing. I can't thank you enough for everything you did, Kiryu-san. You're like some kind of superhero. Miki's passed out back at my place. Despite everything, I'm just relieved she's alive. She'll need some time to work through everything, but she'll bounce back. I'm glad everything turned out okay. Me too. It would never have happened without you, Kiryu-san. That reminds me. Miki had something she wanted to give the guy who saved her. Here. Looks like it goes to one of them coin lockers up the road. Don't know what's inside. Maybe it's got something to do with her kidnapping. There aren't words that can express just how there aren't words that can express just how grateful I am to you, Kiryu-san. I wish there was something more I could do. You could work in my cabaret club. Just saying. Seeing you two reunited is plenty for me. Speaking of Miki, you should get going. She'll need you by her side when she wakes up. Right. Thank you again. Wow. That was just depressing. Thought it was gonna be a fun sub story. I guess not all of them can be happy-go-lucky.